Aw, this is weak, man. Frank's trying to not pay me my winnings for the Skins beatdown I just issued him because his 401k's tanking. It's like, dude, you gotta grab the reins, man. Get E-Trade, do some analytics, do some research, and take charge so I don't have to subsidize your lack of golfing skills.
But on the night total, you moved your ball.
Frank, it was on the cart path. Why don't you try reading the rules, Shankopotamus?
Take control with one of the most powerful investing machines there is. Join the 1,000 new accounts a day at E-Trade.
Dishman alongside Chuck Chicken Slacks. And Chuck, unless you've been freeze-dried or doing hard time, you know tonight kicks off another Predator fantasy football season.
You got that right, Monzi. I have to say, with all the excitement in the air, the anticipation is so thick you could cut it with a sawzall.
Oh, you're not kidding, Chuck. I gotta tell you, I'm as giddy as a schoolboy sniffing through the girls' gymnastics hamper.
Speaking of which, I'm sure we're in store from some nefarious behavior again this year from the likes of Tyler Durden and LOIC. That's Low Orbit Ion Cannon.
Low Orbit Ion Cannon. Gotta be the geekiest name in all of fantasy sports. But before we get to that, how about a quick recap of the 2015 season?
Well, Monzi, we saw a season that was nothing short of epic from the likes of Wojtek Dolinsky. 11-2 record, 128 points per game. That's tough to beat. But Mother Russia hasn't seen a run like that since the Bolsheviks toppled the Tsarist autocracy in 1917.
Bowl tried to topple Dolinsky in the finals, but came up way short.
That's for certain, Monzi. Born Executioner would have given him a much better run.
Which begs the question, what will Bourne's name be this year? Born constipation, born ejaculation.
Incarceration would be my choice, Monzi, but the possibilities are really endless.
And then there's the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, let's hope Fourth Line for Life doesn't have another kid this season. Did you see that 2-11 record?
Oh, I noticed that, Chuck. And then there's the teams you expect to see in the playoffs and be competitive, like Wooderson, my Zach Ertz, and Breeze Nuts, not even getting a sniff of the playoffs.
Sad, Monzi, very sad.
And with that, let's go down to the draft room for an inside look at just how things are shaping up for this season, where our very own Ricky Duzlak is standing by.
Thanks, Monty. Ricky Duzlak here, reporting to you live from the draft room. We're moments before the hustle and bustle of this year's 2016-17 fantasy football draft. The beers have been poured, the wings have been battered, and smack talk has begun. If you guys want to follow me in here, I want to give you a quick sneak peek of some of the manager's strategies this year, because everyone feels like they have the formula to get them to the promised land this year. Sitting first, we have Mike Fiorenza, and no big surprise next to him, Pete Buckley this year. Over here, sharing some table space will be Kyle Favreau and Eric DeLory. The great Andy Notini will be front and center at the head of the table this season. And there's one Steelers fan in the mix, Mr. Smith. And he'll be sharing some elbow space with Mr. Spaniel. And as much as it pains me to say, this seat goes to last year's fantasy football champion, Mr. Beatrice. He'll be sitting next to Mr. Cook. He'll be sitting next to Mr. Lanzo. Over here we have Bill Lanzo. And last but not least, Mr. Liptak. That about does it for me here. There you have it, a sneak peek. The managers are expected to be shuffling in any minute, so I'm going to head to the bar and send it back to the booth. Ricky Duzlak reporting to you live from the draft room. Back to you, Monzi.
Doozer, Chicken Slacks here. Before you head out, any prediction who's going to be the first pick off the board?
Well, Mike Fiorenza has the first pick this season, and just base it on the Yahoo Fantasy Auto Draft, he's going to go with Clive Walford.
That's just some excellent work there, Chuck.
Fantastic. Thank you, Doozer.
You bet, fellas.
Well, Chuck, I'm getting word that the team managers are indeed making their way into the draft room, so let's take everyone now live to Scoreboard at the Crown Plaza, where the beers are cold, the yoga pants are hot, and the Predator Fantasy Draft is about to begin.
Well, that about does it for me. Time.
Let's do that again.